Hello and welcome everybody. So, CR Wrestling Commentary hosted by Cedric and Cedra, doing Summer Struggle, Day 3, opening match, tag match, Yoshihashi, Yano Toru, Ishii Tomohiro, Goto Hiroki versus Gabriel Kidd, Tsuji Yota, Taguchi Ryusuke, Kojima Satoshi. And I'm going to be straight up with you. That was a damn fun match.
Gabriel Kidd, I like him. He tries to bring it to everybody to come up against.
Yeah, it was, Makabe Togi.
But he didn't rise to the occasion.
No, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a little bad when you can't rise to the occasion of a young lion. Now, granted, yeah, okay, Makabe, he's up there in his years. He's past any ability to gain the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Okay, we get that. All right. I'm just saying, he didn't bring it. What was that?
Massager.
He wanted, Gabriel Kidd was like, I want you to bring that dude, bring him. Bring him out. And he was like, be careful what you wish for. And he's like, yeah.
Nothing.
You have failed me, Makabe. So look, let's get, oh crap. I hit the wrong damn button. I'm trying to load this, Go back. Okay, because I want to read this. I want to read this comment by Zemo X2 or times 2. I guess it's a Super Saiyan thing. I'm not sure. No, I don't say Saiyan. Even though Japan's adopted saying Saiyan, I, for years, have known Japan to call them Saiyajins. And I love the way that word sounds. I'm sticking with it. Even if Japan changes, I will uphold the original. So he says, I appreciate New Japan Pro Wrestling making Hiromu look like a mega babyface, but I still could have done without Dick Togo getting away. And I really hope when the other young lions return from excursion, they won't lose their sparks like Wado-san.
Yeah, really.
He says, I wish Naito got the chance to defend one of the belts instead of two, but of course, New Japan Pro Wrestling screwed things up. Now, I love New Japan, but it isn't the only Japanese promotion with work ethic wrestling. Noah, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Dragon Gate, and Stardom are great promotions, and some of their matches surpass New Japan Pro Wrestling matches. They just do not get enough attention, and I absolutely agree with you on that, Zemo.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to find them and watch them.
Yeah, just sit there and watch them and keep up with whatever series is going on, because New Japan is the WWE version of Japan Wrestling. That's what New Japan is, and it's getting old, man. Now, he said, okay, he says, now, I am going to be honest. I have not been watching the Summer Struggle for the most part. I know New Japan book tag matches to build up feuds, but there are only so many tag matches a man can watch before he begins to get tired of it.
Yeah.
At least they have finally announced some big singles matches. Looking forward to Suzuki versus Nagata on Friday. Okay. And you know what, man? That was all some truth right there.
It was all true.
That was all some truth right there. That was all some truth. Alright? And you know what? Yeah. Look, listen. Alright, Zemo. We're watching for you. And we'll tell you how they go. Because that's what we do. That's what we're trying to do. We get tired of you. If you listen to the last one we did, if you listen to the last commentary, we were drained. We were straight up drained. So yeah. We hear you, man. we going through this shit too.
Yeah.
Ain't but so much someone can take, but they gonna keep on doing it because change that would break my fucking heart. So, so let's get into this. Yoshihashi was Yoshihashi, kind of. He was a little more serious. Not all the yelling.
Yeah.
He didn't do all his stupid stuff, even though you got 4 people to cycle through.
Yeah.
Still, when he went against Ryusuke, he chopped him down, and he walked up on him like, I ain't done with you. He moseyed his ass over there like, So I kind of like that. It'd be nice if he adopt that personality instead of I have to yell to show that I mean it.
Yoshihashi has the same problem that Tai Chi has, just Yoshi is not an asshole, is that you watch him and you see something that might be a glimmer of hope, and then it's gone.
God damn it! Okay.
And then you see something that might be a glimmer of hope, and then it's gone.
Tai Chi is actually the glimmer of hope and building on it. Okay? I can't even, I'm not gonna bullshit it. I'm not gonna bullshit it. Tai Chi had his glimmer of hope, and he kept falling back to his dumb shit. And then he kind of built on that glimmer of hope and got rid of some of the other stuff. And he's going with that glimmer of hope, and he's been expounding upon it. Okay? I'm not going to deny that. I am not a Tai Chi fan yet. In other words, respecting what I see in the ring. I'm trying, but I can only try as much as he actually tries. And it's the fact that he's putting on better matches, and he's doing stuff, and he's got antics, and he's got somewhat of his talking. He's got a personality. He's a jackwad, which is the point. So if you don't like him because he's a jackwad, he has done his job right.
I think he's a jackwad in real life too. But that's just
yes, most people are jackwads.
I'm not.
But still, huh?
I'm not.
I said most. Are you most? What'd you say in the beginning of the relationship? I'm not most.
Yeah, I've been saying
All right,
that.
then. So be quiet.
You be quiet.
You be quiet. I got to do commentary.
Tai Chi still sucks.
I'm not saying he's great.
and I
I'm
think
not saying he's stupendous. But compared to where he was a year and a half ago, that's a different Tai Chi.
It's a different Tai Chi, but here's the thing. Will you have integrity even when no one's looking? Will he maintain this even when he has nothing?
We'll have to see.
I don't think he will.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yano Toru, he was himself. He got the padding off. Took him a while.
Yeah, he did. It took him a while to get into the match.
Goto Hiroki kind of was there, but kind of won't.
Yeah,
like normal. He's reserving himself, doing a good job of it. No problem. Ishii Tamori though,
he's the same as always.
Same as always.
Boss of the wall.
He was bringing it. Him and Gabriel Kidd opening and stuff. That's something to see. If you don't, okay, I get it. Yeah, you get tired of tag matches, but man, Zemo, watch this one because Gabriel Kidd is like, oh, I found somebody to play with. Ishii is like, we gonna have to test this, and Gabriel Kidd was like, I'm about to bring this, and he did it. He did it.
Watch any match with Ishii.
Yeah,
I understand you're tired of tag match, just like Cedric said. Just watch any Ishii match. There you will find your joy.
Yes. Now, Tsudiyota, same old. You know?
I like Tsuji.
He does great, but he wasn't in this match. He was kind of like Goto Hiroki.
Yeah.
Taguchi Ryusuke was in the match predominantly. You know, yeah, with lots of tag in and out.
Yeah.
But he was in predominantly doing every one of his antics.
This was a Taguchi match. The whole thing was a Taguchi match.
Yes, he called this, if anything. And I love that opening lockup. It's old school. I didn't think anybody would do it again. I mean, this is like the last time I think it was actually truthfully done, this twirling into a headlock. I think I saw it on WCW Nitro once, but it was before my time, before my days. This was done around the time of Antonino Rocca. Around that era is when it was done. World of Sports style.
Black and white days.
Yeah. Back black and white, but it was basically levels of brown days. Just rust color on the screen.
Yeah.
Kojima Satoshi, he got a few things in, but this was mainly in this match was Ishii, Gabriel, and Taguchi. Those are the main ones that was really in this match. But the match ended with Yano with the cheating roll-up schoolboy onto Gabriel Kidd. For the win.
You know who I think might have a good program? It's not going to happen. Kojima and Yoshi.
You mean against each other or as a tag team?
No, against each other.
We'll have to see. Kojima versus Yoshihashi.
Yoshi needs, I think. Remember, when we've gone over this many times, when Evil was first back, and he had just become evil, and they put him in those singles matches with Tanahashi that were abysmal.
Yeah.
But they were learning matches, because after he got done with that program with Tanahashi, he was a lot better. He came along by leaps and bounds. Maybe Yoshihashi needs something like that, because anytime he's got a one-on-one, the last time he had a one-on-one thing was like fucking 2 years ago, when he first got the shirt Headhunters, and that just died like.
Ishii, he had a singles match with Ishii, and Ishii brought it out of him. Beat the dog shit out of Yoshihashi. I think it was for the never open weight title.
Really?
I think. But I know he had Ishii tied up, and Ishii was beating the shit out of him and making Yoshihashi fight back. And we liked what Yoshihashi did, but we also acknowledged that he couldn't do that without Ishii pushing him.
Yeah.
So that's something. So it's, you don't get. I mean, is he a heavyweight or is he a lightweight? You don't know. He's just there to take up space.
Mm-hmm. The new tag team matches.
He's got to do something.
But shit, stranger things have happened. They didn't put Yujiro up against Okada. Maybe they'll drag his ass up against somebody.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that's it for the opening match. It's been paused. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's going on about 10 minutes, so we're going to end it here and get to the next match. We know Los Ingobernables de Japón is in action against somebody, so let's roll. Alright. So GBH. Honma Tomoaki and Makabe Togi versus Sanada and Takagi Shingo of Los Ingobernables de Japón. And this is a
feel-out match for Takagi and Sanada.
Yeah. GBH, they already got this stuff together. They didn't even do some of the stuff that they would normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But they did throw in some things you rarely get to see, like the flying headbutt to a seated opponent and whatnot. That's something you rarely get to see out of Honma. But yeah, they are putting Sanada and Takagi
together,
and they're doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
They look good. And what I said was that when it's official when you see them do. I went through a gamut of stuff, but what they was calling the Magic Killer, or they're going to do something else. And she's just like, they're going to do something else.
They're going to do something else. Nothing tied to evil.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a good match. I'm not going to say it was standard. It was just a little bit above standard, just a little bit. GBH could have definitely bought it more than they did.
And Sanada and Takagi were chill. They didn't bring it, but their chill is bring it enough when you're dealing with Honma and Makabe, unfortunately, because it's
all about how you present your tag teams. When you present your tag teams as we just gonna do the job for them and stuff, it's not a good look. It's not a good look when you get known tag teams and then weaken them.
Yeah,
that's just something you don't do. You don't have to keep them elevated at the grandioso, but you ain't gotta drop them down to we'll wrestle you, but then we're just gonna flat out lose. And Honma, I don't know, maybe something was off. He flubbed a few things. Sanada, the expert that he is, he was able to bring it back.
Yeah.
When he suplexed Takagi, he dropped him down, like head, neck, shoulders, lower back.
It was like he wanted to do a weird brain buster, but it wasn't.
Yeah, something was just off. Maybe Honma just having a bad night. Not everyone can be polished every single night.
No.
Mistakes happen, so you just got to deal with that. So I liked the match. It was above standard because you got to see a few things you don't normally get to see out of GBH, things you don't see anymore that they used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say it's just a little bit above standard. But other than that, beyond that little bit, yeah, it was actually substandard. They all went through the motions. There was no umph behind it. Just as Cedra said, a feel-out match.
Yeah.
Just, Sanada Takagi's tagged before. But when it started to become official, it's like, let's see how y'all do against, well-rounded tag teams. People that are used to each other. That's what they did with Sanada and Evil.
And Takagi's knee seems to be improved.
Yep,
a little bit.
Making sure they go against wrestlers that don't work on the legs. Because you put them against someone that works on the legs and they don't work on the legs, that's just too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put Takagi in there against Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh no,
that's just too obvious. So yeah, it's just stuff like that. But the match goes to Lij. Sonata wins.
He finished like he normally does.
Yep, Dragon Sleeper and Scissor Lock that he calls Skull In. And that was placed on Honma Tomoaki. So yeah, he submitted. Makabe was trying to half-ass get in the ring. He won't fight like he really could. But it is what it is, So we're going to get on to the next match. It seems like it's a serious multi-man match. So, come on, Zimmo. It's cool. We do this for you, man. You just listen to our melodious voices as we go through the suffering of the tag team. We do that for you. I wonder if Tal Jones still listen. I miss him. One falling out shouldn't kill everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that said, let's roll. All right. So Uemura Yuya, Master Wato, Tenzan Hideyoshi, Ibushi Kota, Tanahashi Hiroshi versus Suzuki Goons, Doki, Kanemaru Yoshinobu, El Desperado, Zack Sabre Jr., and Tai Chi. And, okay, standardized, same old, okay? Let's just skip past all that. Same old, yada, 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 yada.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The win comes by El Desperado pinning Uemura Yuya. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, pinning, Uemura Yuya. I can't remember what he calls it, but American, what we know is a 180 degree Angels wing, or double arm face buster. So, or butterfly face buster, whichever you want to.
Whatever you call it. It's very pretty when he does it.
Oh, yes. Now, okay, so let's get with some of the match antics.
Yeah.
Master Wato wasn't seen too much in the match, but when he got in, it was immediately whoop his ass.
Nobu and Doki went after him, man.
And they just beat his ass. That's what they did.
They whoop up on him worse than they whoop up on the young lion. Yeah. And that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. Okay, so they did let him get offense, but his offense don't make sense. Okay, he got the swan dive, spinning European uppercut, but
he don't do it like he did when he was a young lion.
As a young lion, he put some force behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And if he didn't, it looked like it.
Mm-hmm.
With this, it looks like, well, it's a light touch, and I did the move. That's what it looked like I should get paid for effort. And then he's going to do the tornillo over the rope. I don't understand. This don't make any sense, okay? They're on the floor. They're getting up. You got to run to the ropes. Come off the ropes. Run back to their side where you could dive. They're waiting on you. They're standing there. They're waiting on you. That's bad enough looking.
Mm-hmm.
All right? They should either just be getting collected or finally gotten themselves collected and about to move on. And oh, no, there you go.
Yeah.
But no, he rebounds off the ropes, come back, grab hold of the top ropes, then, holds on and sets himself to do it. I'm like, they should have parted like the Red Sea. That should be just one of the consequences for just taking too damn long. And I understand, people got to get their shit in. You don't want to make them look too bad, but Wato makes himself look terrible as it is. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for Wato.
Yeah.
Tenzan Hideyoshi really wasn't even in the match.
No, he wasn't. He was in the opening match, and he whooped everybody's ass and got offense and looked good, and that was about it.
You didn't see any more of them. So yeah, see, what in the world?
Sorry.
You knew it. Why didn't you just turn it down?
It wasn't about the sound.
What was it about? Just seeing the blue screen?
It's the screen is bright.
Okay.
The blue screen early is fucking with my head. Sorry about the sound. Sorry.
Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike or anything from that. So, Kanemaru, Yoshinobu, and Doki are looking more like a tag team.
Yeah.
All right. And
slowly.
Slowly. But that was started by Tai Chi's trash talking them. Like, you want to challenge us for the belts? You challenge us. And it's like, damn, man.
Nobu said, I don't want to.
Yep, I don't want to. And Kanemaru and El Desperado as a tag team, yes. That's good.
Very good. They held the light heavyweight tag team belts for a long time.
Kanemaru and
Junior
Tai
heavyweight,
Chi.
yep.
They did great when Tai Chi won't shit. Now Tai Chi is much better, so it would look better. Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi is. I'm still trying to get used to it.
Yeah.
Now let's close it up with Ibushi Kota and Tanahashi Hiroshi.
So Tanahashi took a finisher, even though he wasn't a legal man.
Not about the ring though.
What was the Michinoku driver drop kick?
Yeah, like a middle side kick chain with the Michinoku driver.
Dropped him on his shit, and he rolled out the ring. You didn't see no more of him.
And it made sense.
Yes. Match ends. Despy gets the win over the Young Lion. And Tanahashi is still laid out flat as a pancake on his face,
which is good.
With the Young Lion holding one of the cold water packs on his head and neck. And so on the other side, Ibushi then got out to the outside and he just kind of looking around. And Tai Chi and Zack are steadily talking shit to him.
And fucking with him.
Pat him on his back, pat him on his head. Ibushi's not responding. Because normally Ibushi would respond. He'll be talking shit. If they touched him, he would be ready to fight. He just was not responding.
He looked like someone that just got heartbroken and realized my relationship is over.
He like he was trying to hold his shit together. And so he kind of walks away from them, meanders around the ring, and then they show Tanahashi laying there still flat as a pancake. And he stoops down and he's looking. And of course, Tai Chi and Zack, they get back in the ring, go over to where they are, and start talking more shit. Nobody said anything to him. I don't even think Ibushi was responding to him.
No, he wasn't even looking their way.
And they continue to stand there and talk shit. And after a little while, Ibushi gets up and he just starts to walk to the loser's exit.
He don't
try to help Tanahashi up. He don't take the ice pack from the Young Lion, try to help Tanahashi up. He just very slowly walks out the meanders out of the loser's exit like he's got a lot on his mind.
Why don't you talk that shit you was talking before?
The shit I was talking before is he's probably like, we lost these belts. We were getting our ass kicked by Tai Chi and Zack before we had the belts. We're getting our ass kicked after, now that we don't have the belts. Maybe they're not the problem. Maybe Tanahashi's the problem. Maybe you're the weak link in this. There's truly no reason for them to stay a tag team and continue to pursue these belts. I'm sure Ibushi did not sign a lifelong contract to be a tag team with somebody who's not a tag team wrestler, just like he's not. So, if they part ways, they would make sense. They're both singles competitors. Basically, they're competing for the same spot. And if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be Ibushi.
So, how is this going to end? Because this is good drama playing out. I like seeing this. It's different. It's new. Tanahashi really wants to work with it, but Ibushi is like, I don't have it.
At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because he left his ass. Tag teams usually don't do that. They don't leave their partner out there laying.
Unless it's Oba. So, we're going to have to see how this unfolds. There's a lot. So, yeah, it's at intermission and they're cleaning the ring. That's when we decided to do this. So, yeah, with that said, y'all, we're going to get to the next matches. So, let's roll. Alright. Okay. Geto and Takashi Yujiro of Bullet Club versus Chaos's Show and Okada Kazuchika. Okay, look. Yeah. I didn't even really watch the match. It was standardized. I was glancing. It was standardized until they started getting good. Now, even before it started getting good, it was already showing elements that tag teams don't use anymore. You know? But it shows the booking thinks weirdly about everything. So, look. If you watch this match, I want you to don't think about the wrestlers involved if they bore you or not. I want you to look at how the match is done. Because in this match, what you get is the thing I talk about on CR Fire Pro during tag matches every once in a while, which is how to conduct a tag team match at its basic form. You make the tags, make them kind of quick, you know, about 30 seconds here and there. Get a move or 2 or 3 in, make the tag. Also, cut the ring off. Keep the opponent on your side of the ring at all costs. You cut the ring off, they can't tag. They can't tag. Yeah, there's a fresh person waiting out there, but the idea is, from a fan's point of view, and what they're trying to get over to the fans is, you beat the one in the ring down so much that even if they did get the tag back in, they ain't gonna be too useful. All right, you want, and that's how you also what they call getting heat on someone. Heat not meaning hatred, heat being the attention, the level of desire, whether it's anger or love, cheering or jeering. And they did that well, but the thing is, it doesn't work on the Japanese audience. The Japanese audience isn't really geared towards that unless it's a high stakes match. But the way that New Japan has dumbed down tag team and stuff, the Japan audience don't know what they're looking at.
No.
They don't know. They have no idea what they're looking at. So they cut the ring off. Sho is getting his ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying to get over to make the tag to Okada. He can't get there.
Mm-mm.
And they're cutting the ring. It's masterfully done. That's what you want to do in a tag match. Bullet Club ran the proper heel tag match.
Yeah.
When Okada's like, I'm trying to get in there to help him, and the ref is distracted, that's when they do what? They start cheating. Taking advantage, choking him out, all this other stuff. They did the right thing. This is how you run a tag team match. Now, let's get past that.
The match didn't get good, honestly, until Geto and Sho were in the ring.
Yeah. Now, the match was alright. Yeah, and once they got in the ring, it did pick up. God damn it, you jumped in and made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck. There was something I really wanted to say that I thought was more or less pertinent enough. Damn it, it's gone. If I remember it, I'll say it later, okay? But once they did get past all of that, that's when you get a chance to see. Yeah, that's what it was. Japan isn't geared for the hot tag.
Oh yeah.
Sho made a really good hot tag. Okada comes in, but not like a house of fire like he should. So he flubbed that.
Yeah.
The crowd is not that interested in Okada.
No.
So they don't care. And that's about it. If Okada was the one getting his ass whooped and he made the hot tag to Sho, the crowd probably would have came up.
Yeah, because Sho is a tag team wrestler, so he would have come in like he received a hot tag and proceeded accordingly. Okada
only gets hyped after he does certain moves because he's programmed like that.
Yeah, he does this move and then and everybody goes, yeah.
Ikazada! It's like, alright, man. Yeah. And the crowd's like, that's about it. If that. So it, but then the match does get good when Sho and Geto is in. If you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Sho and Geto was in, and they had a very good exchange. Geto using his heel tactics, thumbing in the eye, and Sho was getting accustomed to wrestling heavier wrestlers, so handling Geto was easy. Ghetto is lighting the ass now. And he done got in shape. And I just figured out why. Okay, so we've said many times that Chaos isn't really a faction. It's just a bunch of guys who in the same locker room together because they never come out to help each other.
Men getting along.
So the cheat was in. Ghetto was getting his brass knuckles, getting ready to fuck up show.
Jono's out there distracting
the ref. And who do we see coming to the ring? Toru Yano in street clothes. He rolls into the ring. Quick net shot, rolls out. Show gets the pin. Do you know why I think Yano came out?
Why?
They took the whole turnbuckle pad off. You can't steal his bit.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think that's what it was. They tried to steal his bit and fuck up his own team member with it.
Okay, yeah.
That's a possibility.
It is.
Or he just wanted to even, because Ghetto was an expert cheater. If you're wrestling him, you know you're gonna get cheated. So,
Show has a finisher that is going to get underrated and buried. He's not going to get the light that it needs. After that low blow by Yano on the Ghetto, he used the combination reverse lung blower into the Juji Gatame.
Oh yeah, he has been doing that.
He got the submission.
He did.
He's been doing that, but it hasn't been acknowledged.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. Show has a devastating array of finishers.
Yes, Show is phenomenal.
He is a finisher.
It sucks that Yo got hurt, but I'm glad this Show is kind of working solo right now.
Show can show up.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of finishers. It's just they're not going to get the light of day like they should, and that's cool because some you save for a major match, some you save for just and then some for Young Lions, and it's just some depending on how you feel. Because I question if these wrestlers can choose when they want to do what they want to do. I honestly think they're told exactly what move to use when it's over. And whether they like that move or not, they're gonna have to do it. I'm starting to think that's how it is. I'm not gonna say I know for sure, but I just got a feeling. I could be wrong, and that's cool. I don't give a damn. But right now, it just seems like that's what it is. We want you to finish this match with this, do that, and they're like, all right,
it's possible.
And right now, this match is over, but Yujiro is arguing with Okada, and honestly, I don't even care.
It's just flies banging, man.
Yep.
I have no care. I would rather watch a Ghetto show, man.
I could watch about 3 minutes of a title belt sitting on the ring apron to have more excitement.
Mm-hmm. Showing how sparkly it is and shiny, all polished up. Look at the gemstones.
Ooh, look at that.
The seasoned leather.
Okada is awesome until his intro ends. Yujiro is good for carrying a match. That's it. There ain't no spark, ain't no beauty there. Yujiro is good for carrying a match. That's it.
Yep.
There's no... if wrestling was his woman, she has no idea he cares to fuck.
Yeah.
That's just it. I know you won't talk. I know you're moving, but there's no penetration. There's nothing coming past that. I'm just going to get up and read a magazine. This is bullshit. That's what's going on with Yujiro. He need to come out of this, whatever the fuck it is, and, act like he give a damn. I don't know. Maybe this is what Master Wato is going to become. Another Yujiro.
Maybe.
Hello, new Yujiro.
Yeah. Not everybody can be Naito or Evil
or
Hiromu. Not everybody's
or Sonata.
Not everybody's gonna be a young lion and elevate to that. Sometimes you're just gonna be Yoshihashi.
Yep. You know what? Truthfully, Yujiro got to come up to Yoshihashi.
Yeah.
Yoshihashi with Yujiro's moveset, but a Young Lion's urgency would be a champion. Just saying. Alright, let's roll. Alright, so, Ghost and Goben Obelisk de Japón, Bushi, and Naito Tetsuya versus Bullet Club's Ishimori Taiji, Bone Soldier, and Darkness Club's Evil. Standard match, but good match. They don't really fail.
No, not at all.
They don't really fail.
And honest, Naito is title seeking, so he's on his P's and Q's. He was very good, very sharp. He's rarely off, but it's just different than when he has the titles. Yes. It's not by a lot. It's not like his performance is any different. It's like his emotional content is different.
Yes.
And Bushi's emotional content has stepped up since Evil turned. Evil is great as always.
He was getting better.
Yeah. I guess he's stepping into the evil he wants to be.
Yes. Because LIJ don't fit the evil that... his name is Evil. LIJ being faces, it don't work. Mm-hmm. I get it. I understand it.
And they weren't always faces. And the state of LIJ, their alignment is all tied up in Naito. It's not tied up in any of the rest of them. Mm-mm. It's all tied up in Naito. And so when Naito started LIJ, he was not beloved. And over the years, these past, 4 years, he has his faction, his emotional content, his consistency, his performance, his ability has won the people over.
He did a good job.
And now he is beloved. So, it's like Evil came back from his excursion and was brought into LIJ. Had he not been, he probably wouldn't have amounted to anything
at all
in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And so at this point he's just ready to take off on his own. And although he was named Evil by Naito, he's been steadily making it his own. So yeah, he is getting better. He's doing really well. Taiji was on like he normally is, and Dick Togo was out there being a nuisance, being a heel, cheating, doing his job. I got to sit here and say, "Damn you, Dick!" So he did good.
Yep. That was funny though. He pulled Naito out, breaking up the tag. Damn you, Dick! and then she had this little shoulder hunch, like, I guess you're doing right, man. See, even though we know what's going on, the whole point of everything, that don't mean we can't be marks. Marks are freaking awesome for professional wrestling. You want to be suspended into it. You want to fall into it and just watch it and be drawn in and enjoy it and take a side as if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to cheer the heels and jeer the faces? Okay, fine. But to be drawn into a match where you're cheering for one person to win over the other, because if everyone's a face, everyone's a heel in every single match, what do you granted you want to see the competition and you like this team so you want that team to win, that's fine. But you know what that also does? That diminishes the stability of the company in the fans' eyes. So there's no competition when it's no faces and no heels. It's just people in the ring doing shit until somebody wins.
Yeah.
No titles, no rankings, no nothing. It's just who can put on the best street performance in the ring. That's about it. It can be AEW if you want, but I like competition. Mm-hmm. And if you want to do, now there's a way to do wrestling without faces and without heels, but no one's going to know how to do it. And I'm the only one that can do it. I'm doing that with Fire Pro because it's just how I roll. I got faces, I got heels, but there's something more at stake than just who's the face, who's the heel, and who wins. Oh no, there's way more at stake. But that's just how I roll, though. I can do face, I can do heel, but I'd rather do competition. Plus I'm lazy. So So right now that match is over, and we are getting ready to do the special singles match main event. So let's roll. All right. So special single match: Suzuki Minoru versus Nakata Yuji. They wrestled quite a lot over their days. I mean, a lot in various promotions. And here, New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, I was wondering how they're going to top the first match that they had. And I'll be honest with you, they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. Why? Don't know. And I don't really need them to.
Mm-mm.
I don't want them to top that match. That's just not healthy for anybody.
No, it's not. Usually looked like he was not fucked up at the end of this match, which is good. He walked away. He didn't have to be carried out.
Yep, last one had to literally be carried out. He didn't sustain leg damage in the first one. Not much anyway. He didn't sustain back damage really. He was all neck up damage.
Face.
And he had to be carried out. I don't know exactly how this was going, but Minoru was the one that led and called this match. And I think Minoru won the last match they had.
He did.
So how you gonna win and then be angrier?
Wait a minute. No, Yuji won that last match.
Still, just what's... I don't... If you know, I don't know the history on this, but still, I can't even see the point. You know, Minoru is the type that ever since we've gotten back, Minoru is the one that keeps going after people. Nobody wants to go after him, and I don't understand. You know, I guess the only matches that he's really gonna lose are build up matches to a better match or a title match.
Yeah.
It seems like it's all, man, they got out that arena quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what Liger wearing the same shirt he did last time.
No, it's not the same shirt.
You sure it's not the same shirt?
Not the same shirt.
And if it was, it don't matter, but it's the same.
It's not. That's the other one black and white. The other one was blue and white.
When I see people wearing the same shirt, I wonder if it's a different event. That's what I think about when I see them wearing the same shirt. Like, is this the same event? They just broke it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cedar noticed that about MLW. You know, which, you know, predominantly is a good show.
Yeah.
But in this case, we're talking about Suzuki and Nagata, and the match was brutal. Yes, it was. Stiff hits, hard hits. They did their thing. I don't know. I think it should close the show.
Yeah.
It was worth closing the show, but I can't rate it over 3 stars. I can't. I can't. Maybe I'm missing something.
I don't think of the matches in terms of stars, so I can't agree or disagree. I usually don't even think about it until you say something.
Yeah, stars is really not even complicated anymore. It's not really going on the original point of it and how it was made and stuff. Simply put, did it look like a match that they would have? Is it standard looking? That's 3 stars. Right in the middle. 4 means it went above what you thought. 5 means, whoa, this right here was amazing. It just, wow, like everyone would love this no matter what. 2 is like, y'all really didn't even try, did you? And 1, I mean, that's usually like get in, roll them up, or automatic DQ or something like that. Or no show, something, you know.
Yeah. So for this match, I enjoyed it a lot. And Minoru was his same standard, crazy, outstanding self. And I didn't expect anything less. What I enjoyed about this is whenever you see Yuji Nagata wrestle in other matches, which is usually some multi-man match where he's teamed up with a young lion or two, and he gets in there and he starts doing the elbows to the neck with someone.
Yeah, the 1-2s.
Yeah, you can tell he's not putting anything into it. And when he wrestled Minoru before in the cup, he won, but it was also like he wasn't
trying
prepared.
Oh.
I'm getting ready to cook. You're not.
Okay, she had to go admonish the daughter for putting. How many waffles she put in the microwave?
Like 6, 3. I always do. Look, this is not always is stopping. 3. I'm getting ready to cook. You're spilling crazy. The rest of this dinner, I bet in the microwave.
Yeah, just microwave about 3 of them. You good? And if you're still super hungry, then microwave 3 more when you're done. But don't do it all at the same time. Besides, they won't all cook evenly anyway.
Yuji won, but he wasn't prepared for that match. It's because you can't just step into a Minoru match, especially when you've been doing it half-ass all this time. If you do it your half-ass shit, you're gonna get dusted. So with this one, he seemed like he was prepared. I don't know what he did different. I don't know if it was the warm-up matches leading up to it with the tag matches, but it's like he got his mind together. So when he was going toe-to-toe with those elbows, it wasn't weak sauce.
Yeah, like the first time.
And it wasn't like he throw one good one and then Minoru land one good one on him and he go falling over. No, he had his shit about him. Now, I don't know if this is really what Yuji can offer all the time and he's just fucking around the rest of the time, or if he actually had to get his mind right to do this. But he performed really well in this match.
Yeah. And it shut down a lot of what Minoru would normally do and just own somebody. So I guess maybe I'm just thrown off by that. Because I was expecting Yuji to be one way, but I know he can't get... If this was Yuji 15 years ago, those shots you saw today would have seemed like the ones he threw the first time.
Yeah.
They would have been some really hard-hitting, enraged looking shots.
Every elbow he threw had some stank on it.
And there was one he threw and it popped.
Mm-hmm.
And Minoru was like, whoa.
And he kicked like he should kick.
Not like he's been kicking.
He laid that kick in and Minoru was down.
Minoru legitimately buckled.
He buckled.
He sold afterwards, but he legitimately buckled at first.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is kick, he stand to it. He's like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. And then after the kick, he put a knee to him in the same spot. And he crumpled. So Yuji brought it. Now, I get it. Yuji's not young.
No.
He's not ancient, but, he can't do this shit every day, really. Yeah. But he had his shit together.
If you know what that reference from, y'all get an E-cookie.
He had his shit together. And, he bounced back from Minoru working on his knee. And when it came to those slaps, he was delivering the fuck out. He was delivering them slaps harder than Minoru.
Yeah.
He was laying them in.
Minoru,
he put one on him and it was nasty. I was like, damn.
And Minoru went to his combo of slaps. And Nagata was like, alright.
Minoru's not a good striker.
Never has been.
Now if he's dealing with somebody who doesn't have any kind of gumption to stand up to this shit, then Minoru strikes are great.
Yeah, he looks like Okada.
But he's dealing with
Yuji,
and Yuji's got a history of being out of his mind.
I'll tell you this. I want to see Minoru and Ishii.
I want to see them again too.
Because Ishii was like, I ain't taking your shit.
Oh, that was a very good series of matches. For that British heavyweight title.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, that was good.
I want to see it again. And main event.
Mm-hmm.
Not mid-card. I want the main event level of them doing that.
This Yuji is the Yuji that Ishii wanted and didn't get.
Yep.
Because they had their back and forth a series of matches, and Ishii was like, you wrestle like It's all over. It ain't all over. It's just started. This is the Yuji that Ishii wanted to take on. So I don't know. Maybe Yuji had an epiphanies over the pandemic. You know,
Yuji said he wanted to wrestle until he was 72 or 77. One of those. I'm like, you want to get there? You need to step up like you 20 years younger. Look. I'll be fortunate to get Yuji's age, and I'll be fortunate if I'm able to even get in like 1/8 of the shape that Yuji's in. However, going on what Yuji has done and still can do, what Ishii and Suzuki are saying to him, stop coasting and do what you can.
And I don't need and him coasting is partially his doing, yes. But I also think it has a lot to do with New Japan.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
if you don't feel like you're valued, why should you put forth the effort?
No one will put no effort in. It's like, well, you put out the pasture. You just, you're just here to be filler for the fans and opening matches and add time to the card. When you realize that's what you are, you ain't gonna do anything. You'll be like, well, what the fuck? You just gonna chill.
Yeah.
And if that's what's going on, I don't blame him. Not one damn bit. So,
but we also know that Yuji wrestles in other areas and other promotions.
Yep.
I'd like to see not right now, but under previous normal circumstances.
He was in Rev Pro, Ring of Honor. Let's see, obviously New Japan.
I don't know. He showed up with a belt from somewhere that he had. I have to go look it up where it was. I would like to see how he performs in different promotions.
See what's going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still love some Yuji Nagata. His theme music though is sad because it sounds like a song where you put somebody out the pasture. It sounds like it's the end of an awesome movie you wish would never end. It saddens me for those reasons. It's like awesome music. It's a hype theme, but it's a Pyrrhic victory theme. It's like, yes, we won, but at what cost? But I'm a softie like that anyway. So that was the main event of all of this, and I'm pleased with the event. I'm alright with it. The problem is they're just doing reruns of the same matches. Various endings, yes. Various build up to those endings, yes. But the beginning and the middle of each match is standard the same.
I'm not going to complain. I'm trying not to complain in my mind so much about the tag team matches because
it gives them a break.
It gives them a break, yeah, but aside that, we have the quote-unquote benefit of being able to find each and every show.
Yes.
These people who just saw this show may not have seen the last show or the show before.
Yeah, they might not watch, World.
Yeah.
They might go to the events
and
themselves.
That's it. So they're having the same quote-unquote card with some modifications at each venue on the road to the big event, for lack of a better term, like they used to do in the territories. That's how you could be in the territory back in, North Carolina back in the 70s and 80s, and somebody could win a belt off TV by accident, and then when you go to the next town, the person who was champion is champion again.
Yeah, they win it back, and then when it comes to TV or pay-per-view, it's like, oh, they're still champion.
Yeah.
And no one knows the wiser while you got others say, no, man, he lost that belt here. When did he get it back?
Yeah, you can't do that now because everything is televised.
Everyone is going to record. Everyone's going to talk about it. They're going to post something here or there.
So, so they're servicing different areas of their territory, which is Japan. So we can either shut up about it or just not watch every show.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. And plus, going to the shows is a lot different than watching it on TV.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. You're looking for different things and whatnot. We used to go to wrestling and we would see some of the same tag matches or singles matches, and we never got bored with it. So, that's, so yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So this is a place of privilege for us because we're watching it for free and got the TV angles and have already seen these matches multiple times, not just here, but in the past.
Yeah.
So, it's from a place of privilege, our judgment. Ground level is like, look, we just gonna shut up because it's wrestling. We could have no wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've got wrestling. And I'm gonna close this by saying, New Japan Pro Wrestling, because I think they're using Okada as a face for their idea.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you.
But they're still in my idea. I've had mine for over, 20 years. And mine is the Master of Four Championship.
We have to see.
But it best not be like mine.
If it's gonna be like that every time.
Mine's got a belt. Theirs don't.
Because they said it's gonna be defended. A 4-man. But we have to see if they do that every time. This just could be the way of doing it for the inaugural run. We have to wait and see.
I am wondering if they're going to do this to get... And it's a title without a belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they're doing this so that the older and the younger generation have something to obtain. But then if they get it, if they win it, then what is it for? It's a title without a belt, and it must be defended. You might as well put a goddamn belt with it. But I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do this. More later.
It's something new. It's good to see how they work it.
I don't think it's too much new. I think they tried to work something like this a long time ago, and it fell through. And I think they're trying to bring it back since they're kind of starting anew.
Maybe, and if so, let's see what happens. Because they still have a lot of older talent that can still go, like Minoru, like Yuji, like Kojima. I don't know about Makabe. But there's a lot of them who are in a position where they're not going to be given title shots anymore. Not for the big belt. But this would be maybe something different. So we just gotta hang in there and see what happens.
Sounds like a plan.
And the fact that it's not an actual belt, Nacho said I got a year or two ago there was too many belts. So okay, maybe it's not a belt. Like if you win the G1, you get a trophy. You get the title having won the G1.
They said you get a trophy.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what they said. You get a trophy. So maybe it's not G1 or the New Japan Cup. You get your trophy and you get the title of the one who won that for that year.
And it's defended seasonally, I think.
Something like that, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see.
We'll see. Look, y'all listening. Tell us what you think about this new, what is it? KOPW?
King of Pro Wrestling, yeah.
I assume it's King of Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I assume. But KOPW, he wouldn't even say what that acronym was. So I'm frustrated by that. If you're going to make an announcement, you need to make the whole goddamn thing.
Let's see if I can find it. I'll look real quick.
You're going to try to look real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments section what you think. Or let us know on Twitter. You see me down there at Twitter at CRW717. July 2017 is when I made my Twitter account. So there you go. That's why it's 717.
It probably is King of Pro Wrestling. Because King of Pro Wrestling is usually an event they have.
New Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second.
1. Yeah, look at me all you want. You said a second. Just said a minute. Because I ain't going to count to 60. I'll just look at this clock, and when it turns, damn how much time it was really left. See, right there. I think it was 3 seconds, but that would have been your minute, though. Because it went from 9:49 to 9:50. So, And that's PM, y'all. Post-menopause.
Post-menopause is what it stands for?
Well, yeah.
In the little press release they have on New Japan, it just says KOPW. So we can assume that that's what it stands for, but they haven't said it definitely.
Okay. It's assumed King of Pro Wrestling. So we'll just have to see how. Bit my inside. God damn it! I should have chewed it off. Y'all ever ever back the inside of your damn lip or your cheek when you're talking or chewing? Sometimes I get frustrated. I just want to I'm like, just chew through the damn thing. It won't be there to bite again. Fucking damn teeth in my cheek. I don't know why are y'all not in unison? You need to work together. Tag team, damn it. So that's all you can find?
Yeah.
That's just it?
That's just it so far.
Alright. So look, y'all let us know. I'm gonna close this out and stuff. It's getting to be about an hour.
I found it.
Oh, it's just over an hour now.
I just found it.
What? You found it?
Referred to as the KOPW 2020, which is presumably. If everybody's guessing that it stands for King of Pro Wrestling 2020. Okay, but that hasn't actually been said.
Okay. Alright. So that's all we can find, presumptions and stuff, but it'll be what it is, and I'm sure it's something that Okada might win and hold forever, you know, because reasons, I don't know. That's just my pessimistic view of it, because damn, man. But other than that, let us know how you feel, what you think. And hopefully this was day 3 we watched. We're hoping that the person up here just labeled it wrong.
Yeah, I think they did, because it was identical to the day 4 that was up there, identical to day 3, and then none of the links worked. So I think they screwed up.
Alright. So with that said, everyone, this has been Cedric and Cedra for CR Wrestling Commentary, Summer Struggle, day 3. Alright. Alright. Good night, everybody.